You serious?
Yeah, we live, bro. What's up, bro? How you doing?
It was good.
Got my man Shawn up in this junk. Producer, engineer, mix master extraordinaire,
Yes, sir.
and artist as well. I heard. I listened.
Yes, sir,
So
man.
I guess real quick, tell the people where you from and a little bit about yourself.
Man, I'm from Largo, you know what I'm saying, Largo, Maryland. And I kind of grew up around there in Upper Marlboro, you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's just like that area is kind of like where the like new DMV sound y'all like started. And I was thinking back, when I was making the question and shit, I was like, looking back, this nigga Shawn is like one of the pioneers of like the whole DMV sound. So I guess like real quick, for the people that don't know, like I guess you could drop some, the people that you work with, just in the past and now and stuff.
Yeah, back in like 2016 is when I started, so, you know what I'm saying, I was working with like, around that time, Young Manny, the Rich Shooter Young Manny, Q the Fool, Trap Squad Loud, Baby Yak. I'm gonna say, did I work with Big Flock back then? Not really. It was really Goonew. It was Goon.
Rest in peace, Goon. Lil Gray, before he was really a rapper. Shit. Boleon. There's a lot of people, for real, for real.
That's alright. I mean, like, so what was it like, I guess? Was it fun? Was it like, were y'all locked in? Were y'all like super serious? Like, what was the vibes like just being in the studio, like recording them, making beats for them and all that?
Man, that shit was fun. Like, I was doing all this shit for free. Like, I was working with all these rap names for free, bro. Because I was some shit. Like, in 2016, I ain't know how to do nothing but make beats. And I don't make beats on FL like most people. Like, my pops, he had like a whole little nice-ass setup. And he taught me how to make beats on Studio One. And I was recording in Studio One, and I still use it to this day.
Shout out Studio One.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what's special about Studio One, I guess, that separates it from, just using Pro Tools or Logic or something like that?
Shit. Pro Tools is just like sweet for recording. Like, that's why I like Pro Tools. Like, for I could be asleep, and a nigga might say, oh, he might say some shit, and he like, bro, wake up, bro. And I press record, and that joint still there. Like, but Studio One, it's like, I like Studio One because there's a lot of headspace in it. Mm-hmm. Like, all my beats sound like mixed already, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm feeling that. So what was some of the, I guess, struggles that you had when you first started, other than, getting out the learning curve and stuff? Like, what were some of the other struggles that you had trying to get your name and stuff?
Shit, one of my struggles for real was just like getting better at mixing for real. I was some shit like, if y'all go back to the Guns N' Bells song, bro, that joint sound crazy, bro.
I believe it.
That joint sound like I recorded in a closet, like, that shit, people fucking with that shit, though.
They like it, though.
Yeah.
A lot of times it really just be the genuineness of the song rather than just feel like it's a forced robot song.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like, I guess, you are one of the originators, so, in that sense, like, where did your sound come from?
Bruh, it came from my pops, and it also came from, like, just me listening to, like, Q back then. It was me listening to, who else was I listening to? Big Flock. I was listening to Big Flock, the Trilluminati tape.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bro. That joint, I was listening to that joint every day.
What were some of the, like, mainstream artists you were, like, listening to back then? Like, before you really got into producing, too, that, like, really developed your, like, your music taste and stuff like that?
I was listening to shit, Big Shawn, Chief Keef. Damn, I'm trying to remember. Drake, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't listening to nobody special for real, for real. I was listening to, what's the nigga? Not Rick Ross. What's the other dude?
Bro, you wasn't listening to Rick Ross?
Not like that, for I ain't gonna lie to you.
Right. He was like, that was like his prime. Like, when we were like teenagers and stuff, bro, like kids, bro, that was when he was like really on his run. Like,
Meek Mill. That's who I was listening to. I was listening to Meek Mill.
Oh, alright. That's cool then. I can't hate. hate. So, when did you start getting real nice at the piano, bro? Because, like, out of all the videos I be seeing, just me working with you and stuff, you probably one of the best pianist producers that I know. Like, I don't, like, I talk to a lot of producers nowadays, and, like, they don't I don't be seeing them work out on the piano like you be doing. Like, where did that come from? Like,
Shit, it just came from working every day, bro. Like I had a whole big ass piano, and all I would do is just, you know what I'm saying, just be on that joint every day, bro. I would try to remake songs too.
And shit, that's really how I got better for real. Remaking songs, remaking beats.
So I guess if there was one necessary step like that you like 100% had to take to get to where you are now, what would you say that is?
Learning how to engineer.
Why?
Because without me learning how to engineer, a lot of people wouldn't fuck with me, honestly. Like, I mean, they probably fuck with my beats, but it's like that engineer got me through the door. Like, when Q came home, my man's called me. He's like, bro, Q looking for a studio. If I ain't have a studio, the song would have never happened. If I ain't learn how to engineer, you know what I'm saying?
So you're telling me that a lot of times the engineers be like
They didn't really
having the chance to get their beats placed way before producers and people sending emails through.
engineer's the plug. For real, for real. You the plug. Where's the artist gonna go? How's the artist gonna record his music unless he know how to do that shit himself?
That's a great point. I be trying to tell some people, but you know, not everybody get it. I mean, in that sense.
Yeah, man. Gotta get better.
I mean, you being one of the pioneers, how do you feel about the way the DMV sound has progressed into what it is now?
Man.
The whole drill rap scene and all that.
Bro, the sound is like harder. It's like much harder now. It's like more aggressive. Back then it was like you could actually make music and shit, you know what I'm saying?
I like the bounce back then was different too. A little piece of that is because of
It's Hood Rich Paulo one. It's because of him a little bit. And it's because of Flock too. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just like drove that shit for real. But shit, it's just much harder now. Everybody want, you know what I'm saying? It's just much harder.
Would you say that it got better?
It did get slightly better, you know what I'm saying? It did get slightly better. Slightly, you know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of artists, like, they make the same music. I could go to a lot of studios and they beat choices the same. But I feel like it's also, it need to be more producers to stick out and try to get the artists to do different shit sometimes. Like, you could do the drill shit, but you could also do this too, you know what I'm saying? You gotta show all sides of yourself.
And I've been seeing in a more recent timeline, you know, a kind of like new wave of like music getting dropped out of the DMV, you know,
Yeah.
people like Paco and
Paco,
KP.
yep.
You know, they bringing a different sound. How do you feel about that? I know you just like made one of his like more hotter songs, Word Around Town, on the Dogfather tape. So like,
Yeah.
how do you feel about that sound being introduced into our like whole music scene and stuff like that?
Man, that shit about to take over, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Give Paco a couple years, bro. That nigga gonna be on like Gunna level, probably surpass him. You know what I'm saying? I got it. Like, I believe him, bro.
Do you feel you need to be on YouTube or BeatStars, you know, as a producer, like to really get your music out there to the people that you want?
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. A little bit. Like, you can approach it. You can approach this shit different ways. A lot of people take it as a business, have a business mindset with it, and they go on the YouTube BeatStars route. A lot of people want to be behind the scenes and be with the artist every day. You know what I'm saying? And push him that way. What really matters is you making good music with your friends. You know what I'm saying? Or your business partners. That's what matters the most.
Nah, for real though. I mean, like, but I guess like along the sense of, you know, progressing your own career, like, did you feel like YouTube and BeatStars was necessary though? Like, fully necessary?
To be honest, I never used BeatStars. Like, I got one, but I was using Airbit. That shit helped me. Like, I got like probably like 10K views on it, some shit like that. Probably a little more. I don't know. But that shit did help me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, this nigga stealing my beats right now on that joint. Think I don't know. I know y'all.
Speaking of, along the lines of that, like, what platforms and like, you know, softwares do you use to secure your funds as a, you know, producer?
Man, like, you gotta use DistroKid, United Masters, TuneCore. ASCAP. I got ASCAP. Other people got BMI. If y'all heard of BMI, you also got Song Trust. I got Song Trust. You know what I'm saying? And you also got Sound Exchange. That's for like when your shit go on the big platforms on Pandora and on the radio and shit. That's how you get them royalties. Song Trust royalties, they cover the world. You know what I'm saying? So they collect royalties all over the world.
That's alright.
Yeah.
We was just talking about this the other day too. What would you say is? Would you say an LLC is helpful or important in like for when you're first starting off?
Nah, you definitely need an LLC. Like, you want to take this shit serious, you a businessman, right? Like, you gotta have an LLC. What you mean you don't want an LLC? You trying to step your game up? You're gonna have to get one eventually, unless you want to keep playing around.
So, what are some of the benefits that like comes with having an LLC? Like,
man, you know they change the tax laws and the benefits every year, so you gotta keep up with that shit for real. But like, you know what I'm saying? One benefit is you get to eat out. You know what I'm saying? All that shit is written off your taxes. A lot of you can get vehicles, you can get a lot of shit, your equipment. You know what I'm saying? Write all that shit off. So you better take advantage of that.
what about like? Does it help with like your credit or anything?
Nah, your personal, yeah, you could build your business credit up, but it doesn't affect your personal credit. So it's like, you just gotta make sure you know what I'm saying, you're on top of that shit, because you miss a payment. Missing payments is not that bad, but it is bad, you know what I'm saying? But like, you gotta be on top of that shit.
Alright, I guess back to more the producer side a little bit real quick.
Yeah.
Do you feel you have to pick sides if you have artists that are beefing with each other?
Man, I ain't fucking with none of y'all niggas. It's like, like I ain't jumping in no nigga beef. Like, I ain't jumping this music shit to beef with niggas. Like, I ain't gonna lie, since the beginning, since I started, I've been dealing with that shit, because artists have been coming at me like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas have been beefing since I started, for real. I ain't even know about this shit, but it's like, I'm a grown man, bro. I have a mind of my own, so I ain't never following the other man. If it's, we trying to get you off of that, you know what I'm saying? I want, if it's not no serious beef, like, I want y'all to eventually squash the shit, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make money, for real. Just thinking about that shit back then, like, niggas could have really like blew up together, like. Cause a lot of beef, you gotta think, bro. A lot of beef be about females, money,
Some little shit.
robbing nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, that shit petty. A lot of that shit be petty.
Do you feel like they're wrong for like trying to include producers inside of it, or like do you think it's justified?
It depends on how the producer, like, let's say, like, I think it's wrong. I do think it's wrong, but if a nigga, it's different if a nigga's family with the nigga, and you know what I'm saying? It depends on how it depends on how the producer interact with that artist.
So like, cause there's some producers that really be ride or die for they
Yeah,
artists.
like it be some niggas who like, oh yeah, I ain't
fucking
fucking with, bro. Like, fuck that nigga. Like, he ain't getting my beats. You know what I'm saying? There be some niggas like that, but yeah, to each his own. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real. Shoot. All right, I was kind of holding back on asking this question so early, but
Yeah.
I guess we gotta bring it up. How do you feel about dropping music for like artists that pass away? Like, how do you think you should go about that? Because I seen some recent events that went down. Like, how do you think you should go about that? Because like it's a touchy field. And, some people might find it
Like, well, my recipe's going, because I know you talk about, you know what I'm saying? Me and Goonew we started together. So it's like, that's my boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want his name to live on forever. So for real, it's like, I'm trying to do something good for my mans. And I'm also trying to make sure his family get all the royalties, and like, we trying to set him up the right way. We trying to drop his music and push it the right way. Like, niggas don't even know. I was trying to put that shit on the billboard, and I was trying, you know what I'm saying, really push that joint, promote it, because that's my man's. Why wouldn't I? So like for that, like certain shit like that, like I feel like I shouldn't have to ask for permission because it's like you gotta look back, you gotta look way back. Like I recorded his first song. This really my boy, like you know what I'm saying? It's my dog.
You feel some type of way when
Yeah, I felt some type of way about that shit, bro. Niggas talking down on me and Juvie name like we not no random producers. You know what I'm saying? We ain't no random nigga on the internet. Oh yeah, bro, we just got a Goonew song, bro. We just hacked this nigga email. Like, alright, bro. I felt some type of way about that shit, but you know they took the post down, and I cleared that shit up. And you know me, like I got receipts with everything. I'm gonna pull them out. I'm gonna pull them out when they play with me. I ain't speak on it because I ain't speak on the situation because I don't really care what people think about me. I really don't. You can think whatever you want.
So I guess looking towards the future, what are some of your plans for 2023?
Man, it's starting to drop. I'm about to drop a lot of music. I'm dropping my tape, my solo, you know what I'm saying, my artist tape, and I also got a producer tape that's dropping. Kill the Track 2, if y'all know.
Yes, sir.
They bring that shit back. And shit, we just dropping endless music. You gonna see? It's endless shit dropping.
You think the DMV scene is getting more views and more looks?
It definitely is. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It definitely is.
You think it's due to a certain person working on the internet? Or?
It's definitely due. You talking about Glizzy? Yeah, and Glizzy, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely because of beef for real. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, that's the sad part about this music shit for real. It's like, niggas gotta beef or, you know what I'm saying? Niggas gotta, I don't know, bro. Niggas gotta do shit to blow up, but I don't like that, though. Just make real music.
You think that the steady path and just dropping music and just taking a slow route, you think that still works nowadays?
What you mean, like, go at your pace. Everybody got going at their own pace, but you also got to keep your foot on their neck. You got to know when to do that, too.
You ever had to put your foot on somebody's neck?
Hell yeah. I'm always putting my foot. I ain't never let that shit still on their neck. Fuck you talking about?
Shit. I mean, I guess name a hypothetical where I guess as a producer, as an engineer, you'd have to really stand your ground and let the artist know not to play with you.
Man, so look, when niggas come in here and they ask for free beats, I'm just look at you like you just look crazy right now. You're a grown man and you asking another grown man for something for free. You just look crazy. Like going about the beat shit, it's like a lot of people ask me for exclusive beats too, but niggas don't know when you give exclusive beats, like you give like a lot of your rights away. Like, to be honest, the nigga could really change the beat how he wants to, and he could probably take the tag off if he want. So it's like, I'm not going for none of that for real. Like, we gotta talk real prices if you want me to give you an exclusive beat, and we gonna do it the right way. Mm-hmm. And you know what I'm saying? First off, you gotta pay me before anything. Like before you make the song, you gotta pay me now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's always gotta be like that, unless it's gonna be something down the line, the song blow up, and the producer be like, "Damn, bro, you ain't never paid me for the song." It's cause you sent him the beat, and you ain't get paid. That's really what happened. It's like after that, it's like you don't have any permission, like for real. You can take the song down, but it's like you also just sent him the beat, so it's like you look crazy.
Nah, for real. You think producers always get the short end of the stick?
Always, because they'll stand. It's because they don't know the business for it. You gotta really know the business side. You got niggas don't know about split sheets. That's what's supposed to happen in the studio. When the artist walk through the door, you're supposed to sign a split sheet. That's really what's supposed to happen. But artists don't be. We all know like artists don't be trying to do all that shit for real. Like that's really why That's really why a lot of shit happens because artists. You know what I'm saying? The real artists that blow up, they don't be on that type of shit.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of times, I remember when I was coming up, I used to try to be on that type of time, like just with everybody, and they would kind of like scare them away type stuff, like on some weird stuff. But I
tell you one thing: if you do it for free, shit, you might never see that money ever again.
Nah, for real. You gotta treat it like jail sometimes, bro.
You ain't never gonna see that shit, bro.
It's like
I ain't gonna lie to you.
If they play with you once, they gonna keep playing with you, and everybody gonna know.
That's facts.
That's real. I feel like you think some producers in our area got caught up in that?
Endless, it's not just us, you know what I'm saying? The DMV is everywhere, bro. To be honest, that shit always happen, bro. That shit happened to TM88. And then nigga had a song with the Lil Uzi, the XO Toy Life, bro. Nigga never got paid for that shit, bro.
What?
Metro Boomin. If you watch one of his interviews, if you watch one of Metro Boomin old interviews, he's like, damn, if I did this shit for free again, like I would do it all again, you know what I'm saying? Because it makes sense for him, because you know what I'm saying, he at where he at. Mm-hmm. But niggas also gotta do shit for free, you know what I'm saying? Zaytoven say that shit all the time.
I feel like that's one of the like main traits as like a businessman though, bro. Like
yeah, you got
just certain things that you gotta do.
You gotta do discounts. You got, you know what I'm saying. You gotta be for the people always.
What are some tips I guess that you could give to producers, you know, on like I guess sales tactics and stuff that would help you get up?
You know, throw them, if you were a producer and an engineer, you know what I'm saying, throw them deals on the stew time. Maybe give them a free beat one time. You know what I'm saying, if they come back. You gotta be a good person, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure y'all both have an agreement where y'all like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a split sheet somewhere. That's the split sheets cover the ass cap and being my stuff. But it doesn't cover the mechanical stuff. Mm-hmm. So you gotta make sure y'all have another agreement for that, you know what I'm saying?
How many beats do you be making, like, you know, on a regular, you know? I know you be engineering and stuff, making, you know.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I be fighting to make beats nowadays. Everybody try to come record me. But shit, you know what I'm saying? I be staying up late as shit. I be staying up to like 2, 3 in the morning, damn near every day. Wake up at like 10, you know what I'm saying? So I try to make like, probably like 4 beats a day, 4 or 5 beats a day. Some days I don't make beats though, cause I don't got it right now. You know what I'm saying? I might just have to take a walk. That shit inspire me. Like the little shit, things in life inspire me. I feel like that's what make my beats different from a lot of people.
You think you gotta like always have beats ready for somebody?
Yeah, if you want, you gotta always have beats ready. If you're a business, like it's like going to Chipotle and don't got a chicken. Like you gonna be mad as shit. Like
nah, for real. How you feel about like making loops and stuff?
Man, loops is what got me here. So let me tell you this. My first hit, Guns of Bells, I had paid Ryan on the beat to collab with me because he was one of my favorite producers at the time.
Sorry, shout out Ryan on the beat, man.
Shout out Ryan. So that was a loop. I sent him the beat. I sent him the loop. He sent me the beat back. You know what I'm saying? I was cranking that shit. That shit was hard as shit. And then like I said, I got that cue call, and that's how that happened. You know what I'm saying? Just put that together. Boom.
So do you think the DMV should have more loop makers just like
Hell yeah, bro. Like, what you scared to work with a nigga for? Y'all can make a hit. Like, the only thing is like you just gotta find that artist, cause there's not a lot of artists that is really him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The nigga gotta really believe himself. He gotta really want this shit. Like, that's how you know which artist to invest in. The nigga gotta be like hungry. Like, nobody's about to take my spot. This is my spot, nigga. Like, and that's how I am with producer too. Like, I'm also about to be like that with my artists. Like, you gonna see that shit.
So, I mean, in that sense, then, damn.
You gotta make loops, man. How is you gonna expand your sound? But you want to work with DMV producers all your life? No. So like my first time producing, I was paying producers to collab. Like I paid Spiffy Global to collab. You know what I'm saying? I paid Dolan. I paid them to collab. Now I ain't gonna lie. I ain't getting the motherfuckers back. I ain't gonna lie. But you know what I'm saying? That's still people's, cause you know what? They ain't really finesse me. I could still get a collab from them if I wanted to right now. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. But it's like, it's good. You gotta put yourself out there, cause who else is gonna do it for you? You gotta believe in yourself first.
Nah, for real, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, I guess you got any people you want to shout out?
Man, shout out to everybody that supported me. I don't want to say no names because y'all gonna be on my ass. But shout out to Juvie though. Shout out to Juvie and Coke and Track House for believing me, for sure.
Nah, for real, man. Appreciate you popping out.
Appreciate y'all, man.
It's my dog, Shawn the Don. Make sure y'all take y'all notes.
Nah, for real.
Hey, Shawn the Dawn, kill the track.
I wanna take your soul, make some money together exploring. And I don't wanna be alone. When I'm ballin' with you, know I'm scoring. Everything glitter and gold, but you know we gon' shine like the morning.